All rise, please. Very well. Good job. Please be seated. First of all, I'd like to extend a welcome to everyone that's here, Patrick and Zoe's loved ones. This is beyond the specialness of this wedding day. This is the birthday of the castle, May 1st, 1984. So happy birthday, castle. I'm going to stay on script, but I'd like to start with an indigenous prayer of the people that occupied this land for a long time before we did. And this is from the Lakota Nation. Teach me how to trust my heart, my mind, my intuition, my inner knowing, the senses of my body, the blessings of my spirit. Teach me to trust these things so I may enter my sacred space and love beyond my fear. That's the key phrase right there. To love beyond your fear. There's only two true emotions. There's love and there's fear. If we can love beyond our fear, everything else will fall naturally into place. And thus, walk in balance with the passing of each glorious sunrise. We are gathered here today in the sight of God and these witnesses to join together Patrick and Zoe in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate instituted of God since the first man and the first woman walked upon this earth. Therefore, it is not to be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently and soberly. Into this holy estate, these two persons present come now to be joined. Patrick and Zoe, you have come together this day so that the Lord may seal and strengthen your love in the presence of this minister of his word and this community of family and friends. And so in the presence of this gathering, we ask you to state your intentions. Have you both come here freely and without reservation to give yourself to each other in marriage? Before we begin, let's reflect on the pillars of love with Corinthians, verses 13 through 1, 13, 3. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rather rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. True love. God's love. That's all there is. God's love. We are a reflection of God's love. And where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, but when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish things behind me. But now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now, these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest gift of these is love, God's love, pure love. Zoe and Patrick, please look at your hands. Study those hands. These are the hands of your best friend. Young, strong, full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you throughout the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when grief or fear fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled in age, will still be reaching for yours. Will still be giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. God bless these hands. Amen. Patrick, will you take Zoe as your wife? Will you pledge to share your life openly with her, to speak the truth to her in love? Will you promise to honor and tenderly care for her, to encourage her fulfillment as an individual through all the changes in your lives? Zoe, will you take Patrick as your husband? Will you pledge to share your life openly with him, to speak the truth to him in love? Will you promise to honor and tenderly care for him, to encourage his fulfillment as an individual through all the changes in your lives? Patrick and Zoe have chosen rings to exchange with each other as a symbol of their unending love. The rings, please. Patrick and Zoe have chosen rings to exchange with each other as a symbol of their unending love. As you place this ring on Zoe's finger, please repeat after me. I, Patrick, wed thee, Zoe, with this ring, and pledge you my love now and forever. Zoe, please repeat after me. I, Zoe, with this ring, wed thee, Patrick, and pledge you my love now and forever. For these witnesses, you have pledged to be joined in marriage. You have now been sealed this pledge with your wedding rings. By the authority vested in me as a minister of God, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Patrick, you may show a sign of affection to your wife. Now my distinct pride, privilege, and pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Patrick and Zoe Kinsella. All right.